here with my husband John, and we're talking about why too much fun is just barely enough. We thought we'd share with you a few ideas of what we do as a couple to have fun.
A few years ago, we heard a man speak on how to build intimacy in your relationship with your spouse. And I think he gave 6 or 7 ideas or recommendations on how to do that. And one of the ones I think caught both Mary and I's attention. And he said that one of the things that builds intimacy is to do new things together, explore new adventures, have new experiences. He was making the point that routine is a killer of intimacy. And so one of the ways he was suggesting to get out of routine is to have new experiences and new adventures together. So one of the things that Mary and I have been doing in recent years pretty regularly is we find on a weekend somewhere in some of the small towns along the Central Texas Hill Country, a little marketplace, a little festival. All of these little towns have some kind of a cultural event that they're celebrating. And we will find one, pick one, drive to it, and we kind of oftentimes find ourselves in new places in Texas, in new towns, exploring new little cities, having new experiences together, sometimes having new and different foods together. And that has been a very invigorating thing for our relationship as part of this learning how to play well together.
Yes, and another thing we do together is we have discovered the wonderful activity of hiking together. And you might not think Central Texas would have a lot of hikes, but it has a ton of them. And where you live, you should explore, because it may be you have a lot of hikes you don't know about. We found out about it after living here years, that there's a lot of good hiking in Central Texas. So we go out very often on hikes, and it's interesting because with the exploring small towns, that was something John started doing by himself at first, and I wasn't that interested. And then I really got into it with him, and hiking was the same. It's something I started first, and he jumped into it with me. And so it may be that one of you has an area you like for a while, and the other ends up joining in. That's something to consider as you may be just starting on this idea of trying to find things you like as a couple. Another thing I've gotten this man to do, and we have had so much fun doing it, is dancing. We did not dance for the first decades of our marriage, but then we got out there, we took some classes, and now we can do some country dancing here in Texas. The Texas two-step is popular. We do salsa. We do West Coast swing. And it's found that actually the activity that increases the most dopamine in our bodies, which again is that biochemical that enhances all parts of our lives, our health, our emotions. Most dopamine produced through dancing. At least it's one of the activities that produces the most dopamine in people. So there's another practical reason to dance if you are a little reluctant. So that is an area that has become really important to us, having a lot of fun. And we've definitely found that too much fun is just barely enough.